then. So we're just going to start off by warming up. So let's just start with some gentle twists. Oh, this is so lovely because again, I have been sat all day. So just start nice and slow and build it up gradually. Let your arms relax down by your side. You can take your back heel off if you want. And take your base wide or whatever feels right. Start to take your base a little bit wider. Go a bit deeper with your squat. And let your arms really relax. Tap you on the back. So we're doing tonight a lovely sequence. We're doing seated compassion, which I think some of you have done before. It's all about opening the chest, the lungs, all for the upper back, opening up the shoulders, and into camel. Because again, it's so good for your upper back, your shoulders. Gets rid of all this pain that you can get on your shoulders because we spend a lot of time hunched over at the minute particularly. So start to just take your arms a little bit higher. Shoulder level. Lovely. Oh. And then a little bit higher to eye level. Oh, feels so nice. And then a little bit higher, eyes. And then all the way up. And then let's do that lovely. Imagine that you're holding something in your hands and do that figure of 8 and take it wherever you need to take it, high or low. And take it round to the side. And you can take it slow or you can take it fast. Just do whatever feels right. Oh. Take your base wide if you want and start to move it one side to the other. When you go over, feel that lovely stretch in your inner thigh. Lovely. Oh. And then let's just take the base wide and start to just bring the arms round the back. So slow it down, nice big stretch. Bending that knee. All round. Bring the breath in. So we breathe in and out as the arm comes down. Breathe in and out. In and out. Getting that lovely twist as you take your arm back. Coordinate your breath. Arm comes up, you breathe in. Breathe out as it comes down. So opening the chest on that side, that lung. And then this one. Lovely. And then start to just walk your feet in and we're going to just continue with that lovely scoop. So bring this arm back and scoop. And then the other one comes back and scoop. Scoop up. Blow comes over and scoop. So you're opening the shoulder and that chest on the side. Oh. Lovely. And then you're going to take a nice deep breath in. Arms come up. We're going to go down into your forward fold. Hinge from the hips and then drop down into your forward fold. And you can soften your knees slightly or keep them straight, whatever feels right for you. And if you want to, you can put your hands on the floor or you can take your hands under your big toe, relax your head and neck. Oh, just hang there in that lovely forward fold. Knees can be soft. If you soften your knees, you'll feel your chest relax on your thighs. Or you can straighten your knees and just hang there, whatever feels right. Depends on how flexible your hamstrings are feeling, but just breathe in through the nose and just sigh the tension away. Just let it all go. Allowing the head and the neck to really relax. Let gravity take the weight of your head and your shoulders. That's so lovely. And then soften your knees, and you're going to just bring the backs of the hands up. Bring the hands up the midline of the body as we come up into our sun salutations, opening up. Soften your knees, squeeze your bottom and lean back slightly, lovely. And then bring the hands together and we're going down again. Hinging from the hips, soften the knees. And the fingers come under the big toes, relax the head and neck, soften the knees or straighten them, whatever feels right. And again, just hang there just for a few seconds, for a few breaths. Breathe in through the nose and sigh any tension away. Do a few of those breaths. Just let go of any tension in the back, the upper back, the neck, the shoulders. Let it all go. Feel the ribcage opening up as you breathe in. Lovely. Bend the knees again. Backs of hands together and slowly roll up. Midline of the body opening up. Soften the knees. Squeeze the bottom and your back bend. Lovely. And then one more time, coming down. Fingers under the big toes. Relax the head. Soften the knees or keep them straight and breathe in. And sigh your tension away. Lovely. Lovely. Soften the knees and then slowly roll up. Opening up again. Lovely. Arms come wide. Take the legs nice and wide. I'm going to turn the right foot to 90 degrees and bend that right knee. And then that forearm comes on the side. The left arm comes up as we breathe in and breathe out as we take it over. Lovely. And just feel that lovely release in the side. Breathe in as the arm comes up and breathe out as it comes down. Turn the left foot to 90. Bend that knee, take the other heel slightly out. The forearm comes on the side. Breathe in as you bring up the right arm. Breathe out as you take it over. And hold that and just feel that lovely stretch. Feeling that lovely release in the side. Lovely. Breathe in as the arm comes up and out as it comes down. Turn the feet to the front. Lovely. Walk your feet into the hip width. Okay, bring the arms up. We're going to do some hip openers. So we're going to bring the right leg up and out. If you've got a stiff hip, you can keep your foot on the floor and do little circles like that. If you want to take it up, take it out and down. Opening that hip. Lovely. And then bringing it in. Lovely. And then the other way. So the left leg out to the side. Nice big circle. And then in. Lovely. And then take the feet a little bit wider, hands on hips, and let's just warm the pelvis up. So big circles. Just freeing up the pelvis, the lower back. And then reverse. Lovely. Reverse again. Nice and big. Make it as big as you can. And then the other way. Lovely. And then we're going to come down. We're going to hands on the thighs and slowly come down into a forward fold. Place the hands on the floor. Relax the head. Relax the neck. Take the right hand on the floor between the legs, the middle. And the left arm unfolds into our lovely heaven and earth stretch and look up towards it to get that lovely rotation. And then slowly come down. And then the other hand, up you come. And then back down again. And then again, breathe in as you come up. And breathe out as you go down. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out. And out. And the other way, breathing in. And breathing out, lovely. Okay, so you're going to walk your feet in slightly. And then walk your hands round to the right.
And then you're going to take your chest and you're going to draw your chest towards your thigh. Slightly soften that knee, that right knee if you need to. Relax the head and neck and then straighten it again. So bend the knee as you breathe out. Straighten the knee as you breathe in and draw the chest to the thigh. Bend the knee as you breathe out. Breathe in as you straighten the knee. Breathe out. Breathe in. Feeling that lovely stretch in the hamstrings on the back of that thigh. Making sure you keep that head and neck relaxed. Breathing in, straighten the knee. Breathe out and bend slightly. Now take the back leg down and kneel onto that knee. And come up, lovely, and lengthen. Okay, so you're going to tuck the tailbone under and imagine a rope lifting and lengthening. And as you tuck the tailbone under, you should feel a stretch on the front of that left thigh, the groin, the hip flexors. You want to take it a little bit further, take the hands down on the floor and take that left leg back a little bit further. Hands come onto the knee and lift up and relax the shoulders. And just feel that golden rope lifting and lengthening. Feel that lovely stretch on the front of your thigh. And breathe, don't forget to breathe. Smile. Lovely. And then you take your hands down and bring that leg back. You're going to tuck your back toes under and push yourselves up. And then walk your hands round and we go the other way. So we turn towards the left, adjust your feet if you need to. And you're going to bend that left knee, relax your head and neck, and then straighten it as you draw your thigh towards it. Bend the knee slightly, feel the chest, relax down on the thigh as you breathe out. Breathe in as you straighten the knee and draw the chest towards the thigh. Breathe out as you bend the knee. Breathe in as you straighten the knee. Breathing out as you bend the knee. And in as you straighten the knee. So you're stretching the hamstrings on the left, back of the left thigh. Breathing in and breathing out as you bend the knee. Lovely. Taking the back knee down so you're kneeling on the right knee. Come up. And tuck that tailbone under. And as you do that, feel that golden rope lifting and lengthening. So you feel that lovely stretch on the front of that thigh and the right hip flexors. If you want more, take your hands down and take that leg back a little bit further. And then bring the hands on the knee. And feel that rope lifting and lengthening, but relax the shoulders. And breathe and just feel that stretch, lovely stretch. Smile. Oh, so lovely because we get so tight here again. We get really tight when we're sat down all day, we're not moving. So it's so good to stretch this muscle out. We call it the muscle of the soul. We hold a lot of tension here. Take the hands down and relax that leg back again. Bringing that left leg back into kneeling. Lovely. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes under. I'm going to push back, rock back. We're going to go into dog. So we're going to take the tailbone high, take the legs a bit wider, and just gradually start to walk the heels one at a time. Relax the head, relax the neck. And when you're ready, come up onto your toes and then slowly take the heels down towards the floor as far as you can comfortably go. Relax the head and neck between the arms. Breathe in through the nose. As you breathe out, draw the chest towards the thighs. Feel that lovely lengthening in the back. And just hold that and do a few breaths there. Oh, so lovely. Lovely. And then soften the knees slightly and walk the hands if you can in. Yeah, bend the knees. Tuck the chin in. And very slowly roll up. Oh, shoulders back and down, that's lovely. So that's a great warm up. So we're going to just now
get into our Ustrasana, our mountain pose. So just give your shoulders a little stretch, just roll them back. Turn your foot in and swivel on the ball of your foot to get that hip width. Lovely. Pull, soften the knees, and then draw the pelvic floor up slightly. Tuck that lower tummy in. Draw the belly button away from the clothes. Tuck the tailbone under. Pack that pelvis in your neutral. And then lift your sternum slightly, lifting the ribs out of the pelvis. And lift the shoulders up, back and down. Let's do that with the breath. We breathe in as we lift them up. We breathe out as we relax them down. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Allow the arms to just become extensions of your shoulders. Relax the hands by your sides. And then tuck the chin in slightly, lengthening the back of the neck. And imagine that golden rope lifting and lengthening. And shut your eyes. And just gently start to rock forwards and back. Just gently transferring your weight. Not taking your feet off the floor. And then back to the middle and left to right. And then back to the centre and we rotate clockwise. Back to the left, front, to the right, the back, the left and the front, and then anti-clockwise. Feeling all those muscles in the feet working to stop us falling over in the feet and the ankles. And then back to your centre of gravity. Keeping your eyes shut, take your awareness up towards the lower rib cage and imagine a rubber ring around your waist. And as you breathe in, feel that lower rib cage expanding outwards, north, south, east, west. And as you breathe out, sigh any tension away and feel that space between the lower abdomen and that ring returning again. And just do a few of those breaths. And now take your awareness down into the earth and imagine those roots grounding you, growing really deep and wide. And at the same time, that golden rope lifting and lengthening, coming from the crown of the head all the way up to the sky. So you feel supported from both ends. Feel yourself growing tall, but feel yourself being anchored in the earth with those roots. And let's go into that beautiful vertical alignment breath. As you breathe in that golden energy, that immunity from the earth, from Mother Earth. As you breathe in, draw that golden light up into the roots, up into the legs, up into the heart. And as you breathe out, breathe that light out through the crown of the head and back into the sky. And then again, breathe in, draw that light from the air, from the heavens, down through the crown of the head, down to the heart, and then breathe it down the legs and into the air. And continue with that lovely alignment breath, centering ourselves. Bringing that light each time into the heart center. Start to feel it spilling over and spreading to the hands, the toes. Feel the fingers tingling, the toes tingling with the energy. And then softly open your eyes. Lovely. Take a nice deep breath in. And bring your hands together and down towards the sternum. Thumbs on the sternum, elbows out to namaste. Lovely. Into our seat of compassion. So we're going to turn the hands round and we're going to just present the palms up. We're going to breathe in again as we bring the arms up and bring the palms together. We're going to bring the hands down to namaste again, and then we're going to make that lovely lotus flower. So we're going to just bring the hands slightly forward and we're going to bring the thumbs and fingers together but open the other fingers up. So we'll make like a lotus flower and then we shut it again. And then open it again and then shut. So take the hands now to the head, into the chair and the heart. So we're going to bend the knees. As we bend the knees, we really tuck that tailbone under and you'll feel the weight through the back of the heels. Sit on the back of the heels, tuck the tailbone under or turn to the side.
You'll feel that lovely stretch in your soleus here. And as you bend the knees and tuck the tailbone under, you then extend the arms up and you open that flower. Relax the shoulders. And then soften the knees and bring the hands back down to the head. If you've got blood pressure problems or your arms ache, you can work from here to here instead. So bring the arms lower. So bend the knees, tuck the tailbone under, extend the arms and open that flower into your chair of the heart. Lovely. And then back down again. Let's bring in the breath. We breathe in. As we lengthen, tuck the tailbone under. We breathe out as we bring the hands down. Breathing in. And breathing out. And at the same time, you can start to visualize as you breathe in, imagine a golden light coming from the heavens down through into that flower, down through the crown of the head, all the way into the body. Filling us with that energy, that vitality, that immunity. And breathing out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lovely. Slowly bring the hands down and take the legs nice and wide into whatever is comfy for you. And just link the hands behind the back. So you can have them here. Yeah. And we're going to go into the charity pose. So we turn the right foot to 90 degrees. And then we adjust the back heels out to about 45. And then we turn to face the right and adjust the back heel, the back foot, so that we can face that direction comfortably. Bend the back knee slightly and just lean back, lift the sternum and look up towards the ceiling. So imagine you've got a rope lifting the sternum here, slightly bending that back knee. Lovely. And then reach forward from the sternum. And as you get to about here, hinging out from the hips, bend the front knee and take the head down. Then tuck the chin in and slowly roll up. You really have to tighten everything. You'll feel your balance being challenged. Come back, lift the sternum again, slightly bend the back knee as you lean back. And then hinge forward from the hips, leaning forward with the sternum. As you get to here, soften the front knee, take the head down, tuck the chin in and slowly roll up. This is your charity posture. Again, coming up, lift the sternum, soften the back knee. Feel that opening of the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together and then hinge forward from the hips, leading with the chest, bend the front knee and then take the head down again. Tuck the chin in and slowly roll up. Lovely. Let's bring the breath in. We breathe in as we lift up and we breathe out as we go down. Soften that knee. Breathe in as we roll up, lifting the sternum. And breathe out as we go down. So you can go to your own breath at your own pace. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Now this time as you come down, you're going to set your hands on the floor and you're going to bend that front knee. You're going to bring the back leg, so your left leg is going to come forwards and you're going to bring your left knee up to meet your head as you straighten the right leg and then extend that leg behind you into your crane. Relax your head and neck. And breathe, don't forget to breathe. Lovely. And then you're going to bend the front knee and take the back leg down behind you and kneel. Come into kneeling. So runner, so you're kneeling on your left knee. And then bring the hands up in front of you. How are we all doing? Then we're going to breathe in and bring the left arm up and over to face the front. Lovely. And then we're going to breathe in as we bring the hands in and breathe out as you push away and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe out as you push away. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. Then the top arm, so the back arm comes up and over. Again, we come down to the floor. We tuck the back toes under and we push ourselves up again into that charity posture. So bend the front knee, tuck the chin in, link the hands behind the back if you can, and slowly come up. Lovely. Turn the feet round and we go the other way. So we turn the left foot to 90, check that the heel is roughly in line with the medial arch of the other foot, and take the other heel slightly out to about 45 degrees. And turn the body to the left. Adjust the back heel if you need to. Soften that back knee and lift the sternum. Imagine a golden light coming down from the sky through to the heart centre. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening that chest, and then hinge forward from the hips, leading with the chest and the heart. And as you get to here, bend that front knee, take the head down, tuck the chin in and slowly roll up. Soften the back knee, lift the sternum. Hinge forward from the hips, leading with the heart, bend the knee, the head goes down, tuck the chin in and slowly roll up. Breathing in, lifting that sternum, squeeze the shoulder blades, and breathing out as you go down. Breathing in, and breathing out. Now take the hands onto the floor, bend that front knee, and we're going to bring the back leg, so your right leg up to meet the head as we straighten the left knee, and then extend that leg behind us into crane. Relax the head, relax the neck. And breathe. And then bend the front knee, take the back leg down onto the floor and come into kneeling, into runner. So you're kneeling on your right knee and bring the hands up, palms facing up. Lovely. Breathe in as you bring the front arm, so your right arm up and over to face the front. And then breathe in, squeeze the shoulder blades together and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. Breathe in as the top arm comes back over and round. And then tuck the back toes under. Push yourselves up, bend the front knee, link the arms behind the back, tuck the chin in and slowly roll up. Lovely. Turn your feet to face the front and you're going to bring your hands up and your hands and fingers come together. And we're going to go into a circle. So we're going to soften the knees, we're going to bring the hands down to the knees and then back up. And this time round to the hips, the pelvis, and round. Now round to the belly button, and round. Now round to the heart level. Now the throat level. Now the eyebrow level. And then the crown. Lovely. Now turn the palms to the ceiling and walk the feet into the hip width apart. And bend, soften the knees, tuck your tailbone under, shut your eyes, and imagine you can feel the sun on the palms of your hands. Feel that heat in your hands and turn the hands to the crown of the head and start to gently push that heat through the crown of the head. And then bring the hands down to the forehead, as if you're pulling that beautiful golden warm cloak over the whole body. Bring the hands down the front of the face, the mouth, the chin, the throat, all the way down to the heart, lower down into the tummy, down to the pelvis, and then slowly bring your arms down to the sides, down to the hips. Relax the arms down by your sides and just shut your eyes just for a few seconds. And just reflect on how you feel now you've just done that lovely sequence. You might not feel anything, don't put any pressure, just enjoy that stillness just for a few seconds. And then softly open your eyes, lovely. If you want to soften your knees and bring your arms back up, breathe in. And bring your hands down to Namaste. So thumbs on the sternum and elbows out. Lovely. Turn the palms round and present the hands down and bring the hands onto the front of the thighs. Tuck the chin down. We're going to slowly roll down towards the floor. Taking your time. And relax the head and neck. Soften the knees if you need to. And just hold that. And breathe in through the nose, feel the ribcage expand, and as you breathe out, sigh any tension away. Do a few of those, lovely. And then hands on the floor, you're going to come down into kneeling, so come down, just one knee down, then the other. And you're going to come down onto your mats and onto the floor. So laying on your tummies, with your arms out in front of you. Ready? We're going to do the cobra. 5-stage cobra, so that we're opening the front of the body and preparing it for our camel. So taking the head, forehead on the floor, relax the bottom, allow the legs to relax, tuck the tailbone under and draw the belly button away from the floor. Arms out in front of you, and you're just going to lift the head, start to lift the head off the floor, the chin, and lift up. So your arms aren't coming off the floor, you're just lifting your head and lifting your sternum. And hold that, but breathe. Feeling the power. Tuck the chin in slightly. Lovely. And then slowly back down again. Now make a fist with both hands and walk your hands down one fist's width and take your elbows slightly out. Take your forehead on the floor. Tuck your tailbone under. Start to lift your head off the floor, your chin, your sternum, come up and push up through the hands. So you're taking your arms off the floor, the hands are on the floor. Push, imagine you're pushing the floor away with your hands as your sternum lifts. And look forwards, tuck the chin in slightly and feel that lovely lengthening in the back of the neck. Lifting that sternum and breathe. Feeling that power in your shoulder blades. Relax the shoulders down, don't have your shoulders up near your ears. Breathe. And then take the elbows out and slowly lower down. Now make a fist with your hands again and walk them down. Tuck your head in. Tuck your tailbone under, draw your belly button away and start to lift the nose off the floor, the chin, the head, push up. And you come a little bit higher up now. So push the floor away with your hands, tuck your chin in and lengthen the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders down, we don't want them up here, we want them relaxed. And breathe. Tucking that chin in slightly and feeling that beautiful lengthening in the back of the neck. And then take the elbows out and slowly come down. Now take the arms and forearms and elbows, tuck them right in so that the thumbs are either side of the eyes. And really make sure those elbows are tucked in. Tuck the tailbone under and start to lift the chin off the floor, the head, and come up onto your forearms. So you might need to bring your elbows a little bit forwards so they're directly under your shoulders. And then lift the sternum, tuck the chin in, lengthen the back of the neck into our beautiful Sphinx. And breathe, smile. Relax the shoulders down as you lift the sternum. And then push up, take the elbows out and slowly lower down. Now take the hands under the shoulders and tuck those elbows and forearms in. Tuck the tailbone under, start to lift the head, the chin, the nose, the chin. Push up through the hands, but no higher than the belly button. Keep those elbows really tucked in. Tuck the chin in. Feel that power in your cobra. Breathe and smile because it's hard. And then slowly come down. Lovely. Now put your hands under your shoulders. You're going to push up, and then you're going to come up onto all fours and rock back into your child pose. You might need to take your knees a bit wider and just take your forehead either on the floor, on your forearms. If you've got a yoga block, on your block, and you can have your arms either out, extended out, or down by your side, whatever feels comfy. And just breathe and sigh that tension away. Just a beautiful counter pose to the cobra. So relax the head and breathe. Feel that beautiful opening of the lower back. Now you're going to come forwards onto all fours again, and then drop down back again onto your fronts and back down again. I just want you to take your forehead on the floor, and I want you to grab hold of your right foot with your right hand if you can. And you're going to draw the right foot towards your bottom and push the pelvis forward so you get a stretch in the quads. If you can't do that, can you tie something around your ankle, or get hold of a sock or your heel? But just try to pull the foot towards the bottom to stretch the quads and breathe. Pushing the pelvis forwards to increase that stretch. And hold it for 10. Relax and take hold of the left foot and gently pull that foot towards the bottom. Push the pelvis into the floor, forwards. Feel that stretch. Oh, it's such a strong stretch. Breathe, breathe it away. Again, these will get really tight if we're sitting all day. And relax. So we're giving the whole the front of the body a really good stretch because it's so used to being the other way. We'll do it one more time on each side. Bring that right foot, hold it on, pushing it up to the heel, to the bottom, and push the pelvis forward and breathe. And relax, and then the other leg. And breathe. And relax, lovely. Now hands under the shoulders, push yourselves up again, and we're going to rock back into child pose again, just to stretch the lower back out the other way. Relax the head on the floor, arms extended out, and breathe. Just relax into that child pose, just for a few more seconds. Oh. Lovely, and then hands under the shoulders, tuck your chin in, and slowly roll up. Ready for our camel. So the camel is all about opening the chest, opening the shoulders, opening the whole of the front of the body to counteract and compensate for all the sitting that we're doing. So coming up into high kneeling, excuse me, we're going to turn the other way. So to start with, we're going to just, in this position, in high kneeling, if you're not comfy kneeling, you can put a mat down or a blanket, or you can just fold over your mat a little bit so that you've got double thickness of your mat, so it's a bit more comfortable under your knees. Yeah. Okay, tuck the tailbone under. I'm going to start off just gradually. We're going to make this a little bit deeper and deeper each time. So stick to the level that's right for you. So we're going to breathe in as we bring the right arm up and over and bring it behind us and to the bottom or just under the bottom. Keep that tailbone tucked under. And then breathe in as we bring the left arm up and breathe out as we bring it down. Again, just behind or under our bottoms. And really squeeze the shoulder blades together and just take the head back slightly, but keep the chin tucked in. And breathe. It's quite a powerful stretch, is this. Breathe. And then we're going to just breathe in as we bring the left arm up. Breathe in as we bring it down. Breathe in as we bring the right arm up. Breathe in as we bring it down. Okay, we're just going to stretch into child pose again before we go a bit further. So come down and drop forwards to counter stretch. Hands under shoulders, tuck your chin in, and very slowly roll up. Bring it up into high kneeling again. So we're going to go a little bit further this time. Tuck your tailbone under. Shoulders back and down. Breathe in as your right arm comes up and breathe out as you take it behind. Now this time, if you want to, you can take it a little bit further down to mid hamstrings. And then the other one, breathe in as you bring it up and breathe out as you take it down. So we're going a little bit lower. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, squeeze the bottom, open the chest, look up slightly and breathe. Really squeezing those shoulder blades together and opening that chest. Feel that lovely opening of the heart. Breathe. And then slowly come up. Breathe in as the left arm comes up and out as it comes down. In as the right arm comes up and out as it comes down. And then come down into your child pose again. Just relax there for a few seconds. Hands come under the shoulders, tuck your chin in and slowly roll up. Come into your high kneeling. So you can stay at that level, all right, either just under your bottom and mid thigh, or we can take it really deep, a little bit deeper. If you want to take it deeper, tuck your toes under so the heels are up. Okay, what we're going to do is tuck the tailbone under. Breathe in as the right arm comes over and out and bring it to the heel. Breathe in as the left arm comes up and down and bring it to the other heel. And you will really push that pelvis forwards, relax the head back. If you can't take your head right back, just tuck the chin in slightly and keep looking forwards and breathe. If you're doing this, it's too much for you. You need to just go back up into this one. Because the whole idea is about pushing the pelvis forward and opening up. Okay, and relax it off again. So if you want to come back up, you're going to come up, take your toes down, breathe in as the arm comes up and out as it comes down, in and out, lovely. Come down into child pose and relax forwards. So just stick at what level is right for you. There's no right and there's no wrong. We're all different. It's whatever is right for your body. So just breathe. Breathe in through the nose, for the ribcage expand. Sigh the tension away. I'm going to take the arms out. I'm going to walk the hands round to the right. And as you do that, stretch the left arm out and feel that lovely stretch in the left traps on the left side. Breathe. Breathe in as you breathe out. Really reach out. And then walk your hands back to the middle and walk them to the left. And reach out with the right arm as you breathe in. Feel that lovely stretch in the right traps, the right upper back. And then walk round back to the middle again. Take your hands under your shoulders, push up onto all fours. I'm going to put my mat back. We're just going to finish off with some lovely stretches of the upper back again. So onto all fours, knees under hips, hands under shoulders, and find your neutral position. We're going to take the right arm up and we look up towards it, and then we thread it underneath and slide it down and through, and take the head on the floor. And just as you breathe in, just stretch a little, take the head off and the shoulder off and stretch through a little bit further and push down into the floor with the left hand and breathe. Feel that lovely rotation in the back. And then bring that back up. And the left hand, we breathe in as we take it up and breathe out as we thread it under the right arm, slide it through. Push down to the floor with the right hand and slide that arm through a little bit further and hold that lovely stretch. See if you can take it a little bit further. Coming back up onto all fours. I'm just going to finish off with the cat. So we're going to take hands under shoulders, knees hip width. And we're going to take our awareness to our tailbone. We're going to tuck the tailbone under, arch the lower back up, and then take the head down. Really draw the belly button up. And then reverse. Stick the tailbone up, tilt it up, drop the lower back down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then the head comes up. Just looking forwards, don't extend the head too far. Draw the belly button in again, and then reverse. Tuck the tailbone under, arch the lower back up, and then finally the head comes down. Draw the belly button in, and then reverse. The tailbone extends up, drop the lower back down, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the head up. Looking forwards, draw the belly button in. And then the other way, arching up, leading with the tailbone, lower back, mid back, head. And then the other way, taking the tailbone up. Let's bring the breath in. We breathe out as we arch up. And we breathe in as we dip down. Beautiful wave of the spine as you start from the tailbone, flexing up and extending, starting from the tailbone and working your way up to the head. Breathing out as we arch up and in as we breathe in. Breathing out as we arch up and in as we extend the spine. Feel the core muscles really working hard to do this. Lovely. And then bring your toes together and rock back over into child pose again with the head on the floor or on your forearms. And just relax there for a few seconds. Take your hands under your shoulders, tuck your chin, and slowly roll up. And just relax your eyes just for a few seconds and just reflect on how you feel now you finish that lovely sequence, opening up the front of the body with your camel. You should feel a lovely space, a lovely opening of the shoulders and the heart and the lungs. Lovely. If you want to get yourselves ready for relaxation, so get yourselves laid out with your blankets, your pillows. So you can have a bolster under your knees or a stool, or you can have your lower legs on a chair to support the lower back. Get into your beautiful Savasana. So laid out, legs wide, slightly further apart, rolled out to the sides. Palms facing up and arms slightly away from your body. Tuck your chin in slightly and lengthen the back of the neck. And just sigh all your tension away. Just let the whole body melt into the mat. Breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out, sigh that tension away. Shut your eyes and start to focus on the breath. So breathing in and out through the nose if you can. Breathe in the beautiful warm air entering the nostrils, so the cool air entering the nostrils, and the warm air leaving the nostrils or the mouth, whatever feels right for you. The body expanding on the in-breath, and really sigh and sink down on the out-breath. Becoming heavier and heavier with each out-breath. Feel your whole body moulding and melting into that mat. Being aware of everything relaxing. Start from the head. Feel the head becoming heavy. And then the back of the neck. And the shoulders. The arms. The forearms, the hands, all sinking down. The upper back. The mid back. The lower back. The hips, the pelvis sinking down. The legs gently rolling out to the sides. The ankles, the feet rolling out. Becoming heavier and heavier. And just take your awareness to your lower belly. And as you breathe in, feel that belly rise. As you breathe out, feel it lower. Let's do some deep yogic breaths. As we breathe in, feel the lower belly rise, the rib cage expand, the chest lift, the collarbone. As we breathe out, allow the collarbone to sink down, the chest, the rib cage and the tummy. Breathing in, the belly rises, the rib cage expands, the chest lifts, collarbone. Breathing out, allow it to relax down from the top all the way down to the bottom. The whole body expanding on the in-breath and sinking down on the out-breath. Just letting go of any cares, any worries, any tension. Let Mother Earth absorb it all. And take your awareness now to your feet and to your heels. And I just want you to keep your heels on the floor. They're going to be pivoting from your heels. I want you to gently roll your legs in whilst pivoting on the heels, and then roll them out. Rolling the legs in, and then rolling them out. So let's coordinate with that with the breath. As we breathe in, the legs roll in. As we breathe out, the legs roll out.
Breathing in as the body rolls in, the legs roll in. Breathing out, the legs roll out and just really sink down. Keep going with that. Breathing in, the legs roll in. Breathing out, the legs flop out again. And keep going with that movement. Feeling the whole body contract on the in-breath and really let go on the out-breath as the legs roll out. Now continue to let the legs roll in and out, but then start to bring the arms in. So as the legs roll in, the arms roll in on the in-breath. As you breathe out, the legs and the arms roll out. It's called the waves of peace. Breathing in, the arms and legs roll in. Breathing out, the arms and legs roll out. Like the waves of the sea. And keep going with the arms and the legs. And now start to take your awareness to the head. As you breathe in and your arms and legs roll in, your head turns to the right as you breathe in. As your arms and legs roll out and you breathe out, your head turns to the left. It's a very subtle movement, just a tiny movement of the head and neck. Breathing in, the arms and legs roll in, the head turns to the right. Breathing out, arms and legs roll out, head turns to the left. We're balancing the left and the right hemispheres of the brain with the body, balancing the whole mind and body. Breathing in, the arms and legs roll in, the head goes to the right. Breathing out, arms and legs roll out, head to the left. Just feeling the body sinking down as we breathe out. And then bring the head back to the middle. Let the head rest in stillness as the arms and legs continue to roll in on the in-breath and out on the out-breath. The head relaxes down in the centre and rests in stillness. And then bring your awareness to your arms, and as your arms roll out, allow them to stay there with the palms facing up and rest in stillness as the legs continue to roll in and out with the breath, rolling in on the in-breath and out on the out-breath. And then allow the legs to roll out and stay rolled out and just sink down into that peace and stillness, but focusing on the breath. Allowing the body to be at rest. Now take your awareness to your feet and visualize a beautiful golden light at the end of the toes. And as you breathe in, I want you to draw that light all the way up into the legs, up into the pelvis and the hips. As you breathe out, sigh that golden light out the legs and out the toes as the legs really relax. And then visualize that light at the end of the tailbone. And as you breathe in, draw that beautiful light all the way up the spine to the base of the neck. Feel it spreading across the back. As you breathe it out, back down and out the tailbone as the whole back sinks down. Now imagine that light hovering over the belly button. And as you breathe in, draw that light in through the belly button, filling the tummy, the lower back with that light, that energy, that immunity. And as you breathe out,
Feel the whole body sinking down. And next time, feel that light hovering over the chest. As you breathe in, draw that light into the heart, into the lungs, and as you breathe out, sigh that light out the heart again, and feel the upper back sinking down. Now imagine that light hovering over the fingers, and as you breathe in, draw that light all the way up the arms, up to the shoulders, filling the arms with that light and energy. As you breathe out, allow it to come down the arms and out the fingers, allow the arms to sink down. And now feel that light hovering over the crown of the head. And as you breathe in, draw that light in through the crown of the head, into the head, the neck, the throat. Filling the whole head and neck and throat with that light, that energy, that immunity. And as you breathe out, feel the head, the neck, the shoulders really sink down. And then I just want you to rest in that beautiful stillness, as if you're being bathed in that lovely glow. And just rest in that stillness. And just affirm to yourselves, I direct love and light towards myself. And just enjoy that peace for a couple of minutes with nothing to do, nothing to think about. And then just slowly start to bring yourselves back in the room, start to listen to the sounds in the room. Start to take some nice deep breaths, making those breaths deeper and deeper. And then start to wriggle your hands, your toes, your arms, your legs. And then move the body, move whatever you need to move. Start to yawn, start to stretch. Heck. Hug your knees into your chest, roll your knees side to side to release the lower back. And then when you're ready, place your feet on the floor, bend your knees and roll over onto your right side if you're comfy. If you're not, that's fine, but if you can, preferably your right side. And tuck your chin down, just enjoy the last few seconds of relaxation. Tucking the chin down keeps the vagus nerve switched on, the parasympathetic nervous system that helps switch off that flight and fight reaction. But just relax there, just the last few seconds. Ooh. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, slowly start to push yourselves up into sitting. Very slowly. And then keep your eyes shut and rub your hands together. Get your hands nice and warm. When they're warm, place the hands over the eyes and massage the forehead. Massage the temples, the back of the head, back of the neck. Massage that base of the skull, where right at the base of the skull. Start from the middle and work your way out, and lovely trigger points all the way out to the back of the ear. Oh, and then back to the top of the ear. Oh. And down. Never ever hold a yawn in. Got to really, if you need to yawn, let it out. Oh, and pull on the earlobes. And then rub the hands together again. Oh, hands over the eyes and open the eyes into that lovely darkness. And then slowly, slowly slide the hands down and open the fingers gradually. Take a nice deep breath in. And then out. And then in. And out. And again in. Hands together and slowly down. Thumbs on the sternum, elbows out. And namaste. Right, I'll come on a little chat.